Welcome back, guys, to another Tressa's Collectibles gameplay video. My name is Mike, and joining me again for the content block for Blue Archive is...
Simu, also known as Chairman, the only Blue Archive player on the team.
Both for the Weiss game and for the game.
The gacha game, yes.
Yeah, he is the true sensei here. But we are on game 2 of the Blue Archive content block. Moving forward, we will be featuring all sorts of very cool and different Blue Archive builds for you guys to consider and enjoy. On my end, I am going to be playing a build focusing on the Arius Squad finisher. This is the Sauri finisher. Kind of a really interesting effect. On play, draw 2, discard 1. Climax combo on attack, pay 3, discard 2. And then I get to burn 2 equal X times, where X equals the number of my Arius Squad characters on stage. Every 2 of my Arius Squad traded characters on stage, I burn 2 once. So basically, that translates to if I have 4 Arius Squad members, including herself, I get to burn 2 twice. The ideal scenario slash setup would then just be 2 Sauris and then 2 other Arius Squad members. And if I really have that many resources, maybe I can play in a third card, a third attacker or something. But that's the idea. The whole deck is built in a way to accommodate this game plan. Not exactly in the sense of we're just trying to jam in every single Arius Squad member as Forzovs, but we are using all the tools that Blue Archive has at its disposal so that we can reach level 3 with enough resources and with a preset back row of 2 Arius Squad members so that we can just play 2 Sauris and call it a day. So the level 1 combo, the Ning Ning, I was told that if I say Ning Ning, I will sound not fake. So Ning Ning Izuna, she has a climax combo with the Goldbar on attack, experience 2. And discard 1 to top trick 5 and add 2 characters. So just like a lot of other Blue Archive decks, this deck is an experience-based deck as well. So we can just level a 3 at level 1 and then we can activate her climax combo. But yeah, that's about all that this deck has to offer in terms of its main combos and game plan. What is that thing over there that we're playing, Simu?
Yeah, so this is one of my pet decks for Blue Archive. This is the deck that I had the most reps of in the JP meta when it came out. This is going to be 6 standby and 2 choice, and I have a deep dive on this deck on my personal channel that I did for the JP release. This list is going to be a little different. I've retooled a few things around. There's a few updates, but basically the way this game plan works, it really focuses on the level 2 and level 3 combos here. So the Sakurako level 2 combo, the climax combo on attack, I get to look at the top 2 cards of my deck, choose as many of those and send them to put them back on top and mill the rest, and I can do the same thing to my opponent. Now obviously when I do it to my opponent, I'm trying to remove climaxes, but when I'm doing it to my own deck, I'm actually trying to stack climaxes. And the climax I would really like to see on the top of my deck is going to be the Problem Solver 68 standby. And when I trigger the Problem Solver 68 standby, I can, if I have a Rikuhachima Aru in my waiting room, I can bring her on the stage with the standby effect, and when she comes onto the stage, through the standby effect of Problem Solver 68 specifically, I can pay 1, discard 1 to stand her, which means I get an extra attack. And extra attacks in Weiss Schwarz at a level that is not 3 is pretty incredible.
Traditionally, those cards get banned.
They get...
This does need a climax.
Yes, this does need a climax combo, but we can do it at level 2. And so I've gotten 6 attacks at level 2 once. So
I believe you. I mean, the synergy here is very apparent, and I am very excited to go from 1-5 to 3-3.
Yeah. So this is a really strong level 2 kind of finishing turn. So contrary to most decks that are trying to finish your opponent at level 3 in like 1 turn, this deck aims to push an opponent starting at level 2. Like when I hit level 2, I'm trying to push them as far as I can get them. So I'm not trying to kill them when I'm at level 2, but I'm trying to hit them way beyond what they're prepared to take in terms of damage, and then dink them in on the following turn when they're not set up for level 3 at all.
Exactly. A lot of modern playstyle is just a lot of people are just gonna play very kind of like one-track minded. Okay, I'm gonna level 1 combo, prepare for my level 2 game. Level 2 game, prepare for my level 3 game, and you're just like, okay, you don't have a level 2 game.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Well, yeah, welcome to level 3 with like 3 stock, right? Yeah. So, and then to help out with this, the other 2 combos. So this one is going to be able to swap a Problem Solver 68. This Haruka is going to be able to swap a Problem 68 from our waiting room with a climax in the deck. So this doesn't add extra climaxes to the deck, but it does change the triggers in the deck to be Problem Solver 68, which enables us to trigger the Aru effect more commonly. And then finally, the level 1 Cherry No Hot Spring combo is very simple. When you have the standby in play, I think it's on attack, right? Yeah, when this card attacks, if you have the standby in play, reveal the top card of your deck. And if it's a Kivoto's character, you just get to add it to your hand. The main reason that we're playing the Cherry No and 2 copies of this standby is that we do need to hit standby pretty early to get the Haruka on board, both for the power and for the ability to get the Problem Solver 68 back into the deck pretty quickly. Also, extra standbys at level 1 gets us access to Sakurako kind of on board pretty early.
Yeah.
And then the Cherry No also has Hand Encore, so she is able to kind of take a spot on the board throughout the course of the game, helps us out a lot. And then the last thing is, if we don't have Sakurako combo at level 2, but we do have another Cherry No combo, the fact that she reveals the top card of the deck and adds it to hand if it's a character means that we also naturally dig towards climax triggers, which could be an extra problem solver. So it's kind of like, even if we don't get this and we get this, we still have an increased chance of getting extra attacks at level 2.
So we're playing a 4-2-2 line, right?
4-2-2 line, yeah. And this was something that I labbed over the course of
I think this is
a month
so
plus.
Cool,
there's a lot going on here. I don't want to spend too long
let's
talking theory. Let's jump into the games and see how it goes. Yeah.
All right, you get to present me with first seconds this time.
All right, so go ahead.
All right, let's go with this. So I'm going second.
All right, and I'll be going first.
Oh, Simu gets his climax combo, and I don't think I have a Mootski in my deck, but
yeah, I'm also not running Mootski, unfortunately.
Yeah, but no, they are part of the Problem Solver 68 squad.
I'm actually running everybody but Mootski. Yeah, I played this a lot on release and then did pretty well with it, but I do think this deck is very hard. So anybody trying to net deck this, you should definitely watch some gameplay first and just see how much I'm struggling.
Simu can show us the ropes and the way towards destruction.
Definitely a very
I am
deck.
Welcoming the 8 damage turns for sure.
Yeah. Alright, this is actually a really good mulligan hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan 4. It's gonna be a level 1 Cherry No, which is great because it's a standby target. A level 2 Haruka, which is good for level 1. We get a Sakurako and also the Koharu we don't need. Usually this card is so important to get into the waiting room early that's where we're running the Minori Foolish Burial Entomb card for. So the fact that we can dish it right away is really nice.
Alright, I will pitch 2. Okie dokie.
Okay, alright, and alright, I'll start. I'll draw for turn. Alright, so this is an experience deck as well. We need to hit experience specifically. The Cherry No needs experience, right? Yeah, Cherry No needs experience 1, and then Sakurako needs experience 5. So usually how I do that is just 3+2 or 3+3. So speaking of 3, we're okay with usually leveling 1 Aru. It's not too much of an issue. Okay, interesting. Alright, I think this is doable. Okay, we're gonna start off with a Orawa Hanako. In any standby deck, effect like this is really strong. I'll use it to look at the top 2 cards of my deck. I can choose any number of them to leave on top and send the rest to the waiting room. Wow. Oh man. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, that's so interesting. I think we... Oh, it's a little backwards, but I think we're okay with this. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and mill this Mika, and we're gonna stack this on top. And I'm gonna trigger immediately. It's gonna be a standby. I am actually just gonna straight away get out a Cherry No, and it's 6k power. There's nothing that you can use to kill it, so I'm gonna standby into the front row.
Okay,
and this will be for 3 damage.
Sounds good. 1, 2, 3. 3's good.
Well, actually, that's not correct. If you like have
you are not correct.
If you have triple Hiyori,
you are not correct. I'm on my way.
Okay. Okay, but it still has Hand Encore, so even if he does kill it, it's not the end of the world. But
Doodle! I'm working on it.
I thought about. I was like, wait, Hiyori does buff 1k. Like, if he has 3, then maybe he can tie it.
No, it's unless my next clock draw 2s are 2 Hioris, it's not happening. Okay. All right. Anyway, enough with the tomfoolery. Let's check out what we're doing this turn. So, she just has Hand Encore like base
just
innate?
Base innate Hand Encore. She's just 6k power.
Okay.
Yeah, 6k Hand Encore. Climax combo.
Oh, she doesn't get extra power.
Yeah, she doesn't get extra power.
All right, let's see. What are we clocking? That's a good question. What are we clocking? Well, we do have experience here. We can level Asari, so we got that out of the way. This is going to be a good play for next turn, I think. But I could also just attack with this. No, I think I want to hold on to that. I could attack with this. I could attack with these three. In which case, I can clock this. Honestly, that seems reasonable, but at the same time, I feel like the Kayako can just be really useful to just recur some of my level zeros. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna clock my brainstorm. Draw 2. Okay. That's actually pretty good. Play that. Okay, so we're going to start with a Swimsuit Miyako. On play, I can give one of my characters the effect where when I reverse a battle opponent, I can rest one of my other characters and move them to back row, otherwise known as clean cut. And then if all of my characters are Cavaldos, she is always 3k. Next, I will play a Hiyori.
You give the effect to herself.
To herself, yeah. And I'll play a Hiyori, and that's going to be my secondary attacker. End it with a Kayako. On play, I'll pitch and top check. Salvage a 1 or lower. I'll just grab out my brainstorm.
Yep, seems good.
Okay. Alright, Slam Jam.
You probably want to switch the locations, right? You're going to crash the Hiyori and then clean cut it back?
Yes, correct. Slam Jam.
Alright.
Alright, I'm going to play Arius Squad. On play of Climax, I can choose one level 1 or lower character, put in my stock. I'm just going to immediately pay it out. With the effect of the Hiyori, when I play a Climax, I can pay 1 to top check up to 4 and choose one Cavaldos character added to hand. It's not. It's like I'll grab this.
Kirino's good.
Yeah, the Kirino will allow me to play a character, play herself, and then get me some more resources when she gets reversed next turn.
When she gets a reverse. Yeah.
When she gets reversed, yeah. Okay, so I'll add the Kirino to my hand. All right, let's go into attack.
All right.
We will direct for 3. Start here because this is always going to be a direct.
1, 2, 3. I'll take the 3 damage.
Alright, and then we'll front because we like violence.
Sure.
For 3.
1, 2, 3. Cancel.
Okay, and reversed. However, we will be able to save her with this front for 2.
1 and 2. I'll take the 2. Nice. Okay, good.
I'll reverse, I'll rest and put her to back row.
Alright, this gets reversed. I'll send it to a win room. Now I'm good here. Alright, pass turn.
Pass turn.
Alright, I'll draw for turn. Alright, this is really good. I get a hit to level 2 immediately, level 1 immediately, which is exactly where I want to be. Let's go ahead and level up an Aru. We'll go ahead and draw 2 afterwards. If I can draw into a Cherino Climax, that would be the best, but if I don't, it's still not a big deal. And we didn't, but that's okay. So we're gonna move the Cherino here. Let's take a look at the waiting room here. So we're gonna stand by out the 2/2 Haruka this turn for sure, and then we would like to kill both of Mike's characters, which is going to be pretty easy because the Haruka is frontal 1/5. Now I could try to dig for the Cherino standby, but we're already out 1 Cherino standby. Actually, we're out 2, so we're guaranteed not to be able to grab it here. So I'm not going to go for it. With like an effect like Mari, so instead I'm just gonna go for the swimsuit Mimori, just to try to get some extra cards into our hand. So we're gonna use the effect, pay 1. I'll top check up to 3. Interesting. Oh, interesting. 1, 2, 3. I think we're down to go a little farther. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and clock a Mika and then salvage. Brainstorm here would be really good, I think. Just gets us towards getting climaxes later. Yeah, let's go grab the Nike Brainstormer. And then for the last row, we're gonna play the Shizuyama Mashiro, which is gonna be choose your trigger, and JC. So when you front attack one of my other characters, I can bounce back my hand.
Yep.
Pay one. By paying one, sending her to win. Alright, I think this is all she wrote. And we're gonna go ahead and play Problem Solver 68 and stand by out the Haruka here. So Haruka will be front 15, 2 characters in front. Alright, let's start with the cherry now. Front attack here for 1, trigger for 1.
Okay. 1's good.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and front attack here with the Mimori for 1, trigger for 1.
1 sticks.
Alright, and then I'll direct attack with the Mashiro. I'll take a look at the first card. Do I want to trigger a standby here, or like try to dig for a standby? It would be nice if I trigger standby, I get a Sakurako on board. I think I'd be pretty happy if I get that. So I'm gonna check another one. Did not trigger a standby, but I will try to deal some extra damage with this.
Okay,
so 3
3. 1, 2, 3. Cool.
Very nice.
Right, let's level one of our healers. Okie dokie, stand and draw. Pluck our Mimori, draw 2. Alright, let's see. Well, our hand is not great, but fortunately we do have the card that Simu just played. We're going to play our own Swimsuit Mimori on play, pay 1, top check up to 3. Clock one of them. And salvage. Grab our combo. Let's see. So that's 7, 5.
2, 5, 7, 5, 1K.
Yeah. Alright. Thankfully we can contest those. So we'll play 2 of our level 1 climax combos. During my turn, if I have 2 or more other Cavados, they get 2,000, so there's 6, 5. And then I will be able to give 1,000 from my Hiyori. 7, 5, 1K1 goes to 8, 5. So I will be able to contest it. Right. Beginning of the climax phase. I'll give 1,000 here.
Sure.
And 1K1.
Sure.
I'll start.
Do you not want to kill my Mimori?
I don't get it. What up?
It's just 2, 5.
Oh! I totally...
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries.
I'm wondering if I should do the pay 1 top check 4. I probably... Do I rather have the stock or the hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's probably easier to have a turn or 2 of dolling for stock rather than the hand. My hand is not great right now.
How many cards?
3. I'll go to 5. I'll pay 1.
Okay.
I feel a bit more comfortable about this because we do play StockSouls in the deck. So I'll activate the Hiyori effect and play the climax. Five, 10, 13. One more. Alright, we'll grab our second copy of Hiyori.
Okay.
Alright, let's go into attack.
Okay.
Whoa. Let's go frontal, climax combo on attack. If I have experience 2, I can pitch. Yeah, I'll pitch my level 3. Top check up to 5. Add up to 2 characters. Oh, these cards are cards. I'll add them.
Okay.
I really don't want to look at more because I want to try to stay on this deck ratio, maybe, just so that I can maybe get a couple of really high percentage chance cancels. Okay, would you like to activate?
No, I would not. Go ahead.
Trigger for 2.
All right. 1, 2. Take the 2. Go ahead.
Okay. Frontal. 2.
1. Cancel.
And front. Climax combo. Alright, let's pitch the 3/2 top check. I'll grab these.
Okay.
So we grabbed our Hanako with the both cards that we've seen already. This is the Simu top check 2, and also drop search. Trigger. You don't want to use it, right?
No,
okay.
I'm good.
Trigger for 3.
Sure. 1, 2, 3. Cancel. Nice. Okay.
Here we go.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hand encore the Cherino, and the rest will go to Widow. All right, stand and drop. Interesting. Okay. Let me comment some out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 left in deck. Not too bad, I suppose. All right. Yeah, I would like to clock here for sure. Let's go ahead and clock the Izuna. I'll draw 2. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Let's start with a Hanako. On play, I will use the top 2 effect first. I didn't trigger any climaxes last turn, so yeah, top 2 effect. Interesting. Huh. That's really interesting. I'm gonna mill both.
Okay.
And then we're gonna follow that up with a brainstorm. This is the Nagisa brainstorm. This will be a top check 3 brainstorm for every climax I hit. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I hit 2. So this will be top check 3 twice. Okay. We could just go into the new deck here. Let me look at one card first. Alright, so if we go into the new deck, then that we have a chance of trying to get to the Cherino Climax combo, which is like.
But then you'd also want to like have your way room have a good standby target if a new deck, right?
Kind of.
Kind of.
It's like, I mean, I'll check 3. It's mostly just for like the plus, like the Cherino will plus me.
Yeah.
If I go into the new deck here, I could just stay in this current deck, but then actually staying in this current deck is kind of bad because like I will have 2 triggers on the new deck that are just like could be really bad. Whereas if I go into the new deck right now, I'll at least have 2 cards in the waiting room to iterate with, which I think is better than 0. And it could be more because I have more playable cards in my hand. So I'm actually gonna go all 3 here, I think.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. And then I'll go ahead and add this one to my hand. Also, the first card I saw on the top was like a card that I think is really good in this situation. So I think
Is Honey going back?
so going back all 8 here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do think it's worth it to try to go into the new deck here. Yeah. This deck really needs every single climax it triggers to be value. Like I feel like this deck, if you blank too many climax triggers, it just like kind of falls apart. It's really tightly held together by like the thinnest advantage margins.
Right.
So you can't really afford to like, trigger twice on a new deck.
Yeah, because like even on a choice can get you the extra 2/1 you need for your climax combo. An extra standby can just be a standby out of the 2/1.
If you think about the stock in this game, every stock is an extra attack with Aru. So like every stock really matters. Like you shouldn't be frivolously sending stock, frivolously wasting climax triggers. It's really important. All right, refreshing here. And then we'll check 3 off the second hit on the brainstorm. 1, 2, 3. What are these cards? Interesting. What?
Simu says as those are the cards he put in his own deck.
Yeah, I was just not expecting to see them in this current sequence here. I think it's probably fine. Yeah, this is fine. We're gonna go ahead and discard these 2 and add this one to hand.
Okay.
Is that correct? Actually, no.
Mika Aru?
No.
No.
We'll grab the
Hold Mika?
the Mika. Hold
Okay.
Mika. Alright, and then the card that I saw on the previous top check 3 that makes a lot of this play really worth it, makes sense, is going to be the Minori. So on play, this is going to search my deck for a card and send it straight to the waiting room. And I will send it to Sakurako.
Yeah,
so now if I what do you call it? If I trigger a standby, I get Sakurako on the board, and that's pretty good.
Yeah. Her power is when you use an act, right?
When I use an axe, she gets 5k power.
Okay.
So a lot of acts on my turn, and a lot of different counters in this deck will allow me to protect her pretty well. All right. I unfortunately cannot kill. Actually, can I? How big is the Izuna's?
The Izuna's are 4/5s.
So the Haruka can give 1k power when she uses her act effect, and she is frontal 1/5. So she has 2/5 power, but unfortunately that's not enough. And unfortunately there's nothing in my hand that can get over without like wasting resources here. So again, this plays into like the way this deck works. You care more about preserving your own resources than denying your opponent resources, because ultimately at level 2 you're going to deprive them of the most important resource, which is time.
Life. Yeah.
Time and life.
Yeah.
So as a result,
Makes
it's
sense.
pretty okay to not worry about like killing board early on. I will try to kill as much as I can though. So let's see here. Does it matter if I want to save the Hanako or save the Mimori? Let me think here. Actually, I think
Well, the one has an on death, so
saving the Hanako is probably better, because I would like to use the on death effect on your turn, like into my turn.
Yeah.
So like sometimes you want to like standby over this to pay out the standby immediately, but I'm on a fresh deck, so I want the decision making time to be later.
makes sense.
Yeah. Let's just use the act to shuffle my deck. So I shuffled it. Would you like to cut again? Oh, nice.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, you're allowed to use it even if you don't have a climax in the
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
That's just how acts work in this game. All right, and then I think we can move forward with this. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, there's an interesting situation here. So I do want to standby out the Sakurako in front of the Haruka, right?
So you would actually prefer it here then, and crash this?
But I would like not to. I would like to also not crash if I don't have to, right? So there's a bit of like an interesting situation here where like I can't really have my cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Right. I have to make some call here.
I mean, what if you just put this here?
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, you don't have to have that.
I don't need
like
this
that will get
5.
reversed on my turn for sure.
Pretty much regardless.
And then
Yeah,
you're
right.
over without the support
You're right.
anyways.
That is true. All right. I think this is
Okay, now you
definitely
can have your cake.
and kind of eat it too.
Kind of, sort of.
All right. Front here for 1. Triggering here for 1.
Hands on.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and front here. How many comments in the room?
6. I'm a 6 out.
You did not trigger any.
I did not trigger.
How many cards in deck?
8.
I think this is the best opportunity I would get for this front. So I'll front here for 2.
1, 2. No, my free stock.
I don't get free stock. You don't get free stock.
Fair enough.
Front here for 1. Trigger 4. Standby.
Whoa!
Nice. So we'll go ahead and standby out the Sakurako.
Yep.
Here, and that'll be for 2 damage.
2 6. Level. This deck only needs green, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Level. My finisher is experience 4. I don't need any other experience.
You don't, so you can do a level 1 here.
Hmm.
You actually don't even need to do a level here. You can try to hit it later as well, if you want to.
I think this is fine.
But yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. I agree.
Right. These are reversed. Stand, draw. Okay. Well, this is interesting. I really want a climax to push with, but that requires me clocking. I'm really scared of these upcoming turns here. And I feel like if I don't just push the pedal to the metal continuously, I'm just going to fall extremely far behind in damage. If the way to keep up parity is to clock here to find a climax, then so be it, is what I am thinking right now. Sometimes we just have to do the things that we have to do. Alright. Oh, clock.
Okay.
Okay. Four stock. Huh? I'll play another Hiyori. Let's see. So that's 2, 7, 6.
2, 7, 6.
Oh yeah, 6. Yeah. Let's see. I can spend 1 stock, I suppose. Is that even really worth it? Refresh. Drop search. Yeah, I think drop search is pretty reasonable. Alright. I'll play my own Swimsuit Hanako, activate her on play effect, look at up the top 2. I'll mill this one and refresh.
I see, okay.
I'm going back 7, missing a Goldbar.
Goldbar, okay.
There you go.
Okay, go ahead.
Refresh. Okay. Upon further reflection, I don't think I will use the drop search effect.
Okay.
Given that I will most likely use my Kirino instead to get my plus, and I would rather prefer that over potentially milling another 5, up to 5 and getting some suboptimal cards.
Okay.
So rather than double Izuna, I will go with 1 Izuna, 1 Kirino.
Okay.
Let's see. So we'll play our Kirino during our turn. If we have experience to her, she gets 2k. I think we just need to reach a point where I'm over her currently. So with the 1k1, I will just be 7-5 over her 6. If he uses a counter, he'll be gigantic anyway, so that won't really matter. I can put my powers where it matters. So maybe something like 1k here, 1k here.
Okay.
So this will be 8-5 to your 6. Even if you use a 2-5 counter, we'll still tie. And then this one just needs the extra power so that I can get over your support.
Mm-hmm.
We're attacking here first because you're at level 1. Okay, I think this sounds good. Alright, start of climax phase. 1 Hiyori will give 1,000 here. Other will give 1,000 here. 1k1.
Okay.
And front climax combo. Pitch another Hiyori. Top check. It's a Swimsuit Miyako. That's another Izuna. These are kind of... I mean, they're not bad. They're not good. At the same time, I'm not really sure what I really need anymore. I kind of just need climaxes and dudes. So, these are dudes. These are girls. I'll just add these.
Okay.
So, I have 2. And trigger for 3.
Okay, no counter.
Yeah.
For 1, cancel.
Mm-hmm.
Let's reverse.
Okay, next. Front attack. This is 25
Mm-hmm.
for 2.
1, 2. Take the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Level up. I'll go ahead and level yellow for experience.
And front.
Yep.
For 2.
1, 2. Cancel. Oh, that's not good. Okay.
During the
No,
turn.
I want to see
During the turn she's played on reverse, I can pay 1 search. Search. Wait, no. Oh, salvage!
Salvage.
Okay. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Thank God I got this Kaibako.
Alright. These will die. Thinking on this one. So I have 5 stock to work with. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is exactly enough stock. Yeah. So I will be able to drop search once. Yeah. we'll use this effect. Pay 1. Discard a card from my hand. Discard the 1/1 Cheerio. Search my deck for a... Oh! I was like, I didn't have one. Oh, it was the next card. I would have drawn it. I didn't even need to use this. Oh, that's fine.
Alright.
I wouldn't have known.
We already, not super compressed, but decently. So our hope here is that we don't get a straight blasted to like 3-4 or something. But we'll see. Hopefully he can't do the wombo combo.
Alright, card tap. How many R's do we have in here? 1. Okay, we'll see if we can get more. Alright, draw for turn.
Yep.
Interesting. Can't do that. So, kind of not worth it then. I will go ahead and clock this Simsuhina. Draw 2. Interesting. Is the Audis in here? She is not. That's not good then. No Arius is pretty bad actually. Alright, I think we just have to use a Nagisa Brainstorm here. Actually, we're gonna play 2 Sakurakos first. I don't think I triggered the Arius yet. I don't think so. But at least this way I can use the Act and then give it power. So we're gonna go ahead and use the Act Brainstorm. Oh, there's the Arius. Nice. Okay, we're guaranteed it now. Oh, we're not guaranteed it. If we... That's not good. Alright. If we, I was gonna say if we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Okay. But before I hit 2 on that, I was gonna say if we still have the choice in the deck, I can now use the Arius from the waiting room. I grab it and I swap the climax I have in my hand with the one in deck. Okay, but now I'm in a really interesting situation. How many Project 68s am I out? Or Problem Solver 68s? I'm out 2. I'm out 3 Problem Solver 68s. This will give me 1 back in. And then this will give me 1 back in, and then I can try to swap the one I have in my waiting room with the choice in deck. So I kind of don't want to hit a climax, but I also want to mill more so that I can try to trigger a climax this turn. So I'll do the first top check. I do think I still want to top check pretty substantially here though, and just hope that the climaxes are not on top. So let's do all 3 for the first one. Let's add this one to hand. Second one, I'll check 1. This is upside down for some reason. I think we just have to keep going then, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3. Alright, add this to hand. Let's go these. Okay. Unfortunate with some of the stuff that happened, but it's okay, I suppose. So we have a pretty good chance of attacking at least 4 times this turn, which I think is better than... that's just still pretty good, I think. So I think we'll be okay with that. Alright, and these get +5 key power.
Yeah.
Alright. And then I'll attack with this one last. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do the swap right away. So we're gonna choose a Problem Solver 68 from our waiting room, and this is gonna probably swap with the Hot Springs Climax. Yep, Hot Springs Climax in the deck. So now this gets shuffled in. That was on top. That would have been bad. Good thing I didn't trigger it. All right.
All right, we gotta use our magic hands to put Problem Solver 68 on the top.
All right, please don't do that.
Right here.
All right. Well, I will find out if you cheated or not. I'll play Onikata Kayoko. I'll discard this Problem Solver 68. Super rare shot. Reveal top card of my deck. It's a level 0. Perfect. Don't need to see that. Let's go ahead and grab... What can we grab for next turn for follow-up here? Follow-up looking like... What is follow-up looking like for me? Honestly... Honestly, Mashiro is like kind of crazy in this deck. I really like this card in this deck because it like it's like a crush. So like if I just randomly trigger the standby in the mid game, it just gives you an extra attack, like starting from level 2. This card's kind of crazy. I actually think I'll get the drop search though. Okay, it's also really strong.
You can never go wrong with the
right. All right, and then so we're gonna be standbying out the Aru over here. I'm pretty much guaranteed to see it as well. I think we're still gonna try to protect the Sakurakos because those are like I actually don't care about the Aru's living because like the Sakurako living is so much better.
Yeah.
If I can get the repeat climax. All right, I think this is pretty good. Okay. Yeah. I think we're all set.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and play the Sisterhood climax combo. On play, Nagi's effect will activate. Nagi's side can give one of my characters +1 soul. I'll give it to the Kayoko. And let's see how much damage you take this turn.
Rock and roll.
Front here for 3.
All right, we got 7 climaxes in here. That's
all right, front here. I'll go ahead and use the Mocha effect. I check you or check me first? I check you first. Perfect. 1, 2. These will stay on top. Oh, these will stay on top. I'll check me. 1, 2.
Now you trigger standby and a cancel on 3. Or
hold up. I think if I don't mill, there's a chance I don't trigger standby yet. So I'll mill both for 1, 2, trigger 4, 3.
That's not a standby. 1, 2, 3. 3 sticks.
All right. Front attack with the Sakurako. Use the effect.
Go
top
ahead.
check 2. These can stay on top.
Oh gosh.
I'll top check 2. I'll rearrange.
Yep.
And I will go ahead and trigger out the standby. So the standby activates. I'll trigger, or not. I'll go ahead and place the Aru. There's only one, which is crazy because this one's an Aru and this one's an Aru and this one's an Aru. So, I mean, I couldn't have gotten more than one extra attack. It's fine. All right, and then at this point, because the Aru gets stood out by the Problem Solver 68 effect, I'll pay out the Problem Solver 68. Great that you could just pay it out when you trigger it. It's like, that's so insane. And the Aru gets restand. So that will be for 3 damage.
3, right?
Yeah.
Cards in hand?
5.
Do I want to discard 3 cards to stop 1 attack? So we're thinking about the Koharu counter here, which can send the Aru away. Essentially, netting him 1 less stock, but like he still gets a choice trigger back.
Yeah.
I take 1 less attack. But assuming this goes through, I would probably cancel the next one because I still have 6 in there. Okay, I'm just going to believe that I'm not going to take both of them.
Sure.
3. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Level? Okay.
I mean, we don't need blue, right?
You don't.
I don't think I need this anyways.
Okay. Well, you definitely want to cancel this because it is going to be a massive
4.
4.
It's fine. I believe in the math.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Pretty good. Alright, I'll refreshing here with 7. Oh, yeah, I should have sided here, just to prevent you from getting giving you the option of anti-changing. But yeah, remember to side with this if you're siding a 0. That's already reversed. All right, I'll pass from here. Go ahead.
I'm thinking about if I want to activate my on death effect of the swimsuit Hanako. Unfortunately, one of my healers is in level, one of my healers is in weight room. And I'm at 3-2. So it's not looking good in terms of the battle of attrition. If he has another choice next turn, I'm in big trouble. Three out. If I pay 1 stock here, I'll go to 5. How am I gonna get the soul output? If I go to 5 stock, I have affordability to use 1 more stock and still have double salary combo the turn after with a 7 stock threshold. What would be the card that I would be looking for? If anything, I feel like just being able to compress by one card and grab my second finisher is baseline just good. Alright, so let's activate the on-death effect.
Okay.
Pay 1. I should have one more finisher in my deck. Let's grab my finisher. Yep, there's no more healers.
No Shun either?
No.
Okay.
It's got a big version. Or the other version.
Well, the smaller version's a healer.
Yeah, there's the bigger versions in here.
The
shrink one.
Where's the small version?
It's probably just in my stock somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, you could change into it, right? Like, that is a heal. Like, if you can get it into win room or something.
Yeah, it's definitely nowhere in public sight.
Okay.
Okay, draw for turn. Draw. Alright, well, I need to hopefully trigger some soul triggers that aren't climaxes and clear my board so that his climax combos have a very high chance of not being as effective compared to if I have characters. I also don't want to disturb my deck as much as possible because I'm fairly compressed right now. Unfortunately, I don't have a climax to push with, and I really don't want to play my Sawaris right now because I just might lose if I just go too far with that kind of line. So survival first, and we'll figure out the rest if we do have a next turn. Guy number 1, guy number 2, and with Kako we are going to activate the on play effect, pitching the anti-change counter, top check, salvage to 0. I think another Hanako is always nice. I can top check too, and if there's a climax there, I can drop search to make sure that that climax is not on top anymore. That's an option. Alternatively, I can play a bit safer and grab something like a climax swap, but I feel like I, again, want to just maximize my chance of survival this turn. Alright, I'm gonna grab Hanako and play it. I'll play top check 2, rearrange, or do anything with them. Alright, I'm gonna mill this, and then I'm gonna drop search.
Okay, so it was a climax.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well get the big Shun here.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
like you'll probably pay out the small one, and then that's a heal if you need to. Like, yeah, it's a heal if you need a healer, right? Unless there's something else.
Well, no, I want the trigger.
Oh, you want the trigger? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to push me to 3 here?
No, I want to push you to like 2-5.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I'm doing 1/1s, assuming that like you can probably cancel 1 or 2 of them, right? So
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
I just really want to try to push some damage.
Okay, yeah. I would love to hit level 3. Thank you, help me.
Yeah, there's really just not much here, honestly. Kind of slim pickings.
Sometimes happens. Oh, I mean, that's great.
I mean, like, I don't really have the hand, so.
Oh, that's fair, yeah. Alright, tap, go ahead.
Alright. Let's go into attacks. Front. Ah, that's a 3.
Alright, 1, cancel.
Front. 2.
I'm assuming you gave all the power there?
No. Assume no power.
Oh, really? You don't want to kill this?
I mean, can we?
It's 7k.
No, I don't want to kill it.
You don't want to kill it?
I want to just leave him 2 lanes.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So for 1?
For 2.
2.
Yeah.
Alright, interesting. I'll take a 2.
Because, like, at most, like, you'll like, counter or something. It's like, I don't really mind.
Sure.
Front for 2.
Ooh.
Oh, these are triggers.
Ooh. Are you dead? Are you dead?
He took that. He has Miko's.
I took that.
All right. Well, what B will be. What B will be.
All right. I will draw for turn.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. What is Is.
Okay, let's see here. I want this out of my hand. I have ways to, but also like, I want to see if I can swap into the right climax. If I need to. Is there a way for me to get it out of my hand in main phase? There's not really actually a good way. Okay, I will clock it. It's fine. I don't think it's worth it trying to like do some like crazy shenanigans trying to swap into this, or swap into the choice like from hand. So I think this is fine. We'll do this.
Clocking it so you can shove the problem solver back.
Yeah, so I can use this to shove it down. All right. Uno Mika. Top 5. 3 Arus in the weight room. That's this will be a surprise package we'll save for later. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Okay. I'll add this to hand. Send this to waiting room. I hope to the Lord that Arius is in the deck. I think she is. I'm like fairly confident she is. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 in the deck. Now I'm fairly confident she is. Okay, I need to order this correctly. There's a lot of sequencing stuff I need to do here. So I think the correct sequence here is I need to swap first so that the problem solver is in the deck, because once I use the Hanako drop search, I want the top check 2 to help guarantee what's on top rather than... Oh wait, no, I can't. It doesn't matter actually because I have to swap into deck anyways. Okay, so it actually doesn't matter. Good. Okay, that's good to know. Do I want to Nagisa Brainstorm? No, because I want to drop search Arius swap, so I can't do the Brainstorm. So we're gonna go ahead and play the Hanako. We're gonna go drop search first. So pay 1, discard 1, search my deck. Pretty sure Arius is in here. Yes, perfect. This deck is, you could just do so much with this deck. It's so much fun. I'm just gonna craft like the craziest possible line here. All right. Card top. Yeah. And then we're gonna go ahead and use the Hanako effect. Top check 2. We're gonna mill this one, leave this one on top. Then we're gonna go ahead and play the Arius made over here. Pay 1. So reveal this from hand. Swap it with the choice in the deck. And then while I'm here, I'm gonna tap the Haruka to grab the Problem Solver 68 and swap it with the wrong standby in the deck. So now there are all 4 Problem Solver 68s in the deck remaining.
This Mika just needs to like whiff the 4. And then I'm like actually chilling. Just whiff the 4.
What do you mean with the 4? I'm gonna milk cut the rest.
And then I'll refresh and I'll cancel the 4s.
Oh, sure.
It's all about 4s.
Sure.
No, like my climaxes will just be like a chunk in the middle.
Right, how many climaxes do you know?
3.
3, okay. I'm actually not sure if I should Mika first or Sakurako first. I actually think I should Sakurako first, just so I like, because I have so many standbys in deck, I want to make sure that like I don't trigger standby off the top, I think.
I think that's fair. Yeah,
so
you can
I think I actually should Sakurako
combo first and then stack the standby on the second trigger if you see it.
Yeah, I think.
And then attack with Mika after that.
I think
or
that's
whatever.
the correct play. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
All right, standby. All
right. Oh, okay, one. All right, we're gonna go direct here. I'll use the effect.
Okay.
All right, good thing we did that.
All right.
It's
gonna be
for 4.
4. All right, we're gonna just cancel on 3.
Yeah.
Cancel. Okay. Cancel.
All right, fine. Okay.
That was close.
All right.
Oh gosh.
All right. Attack. Discard 2.
Yes.
Bottom 4.
1 climax.
All right. Burn 1 twice. That's not too bad. Could be worse.
So take it.
All right, and then I'll trigger a standby.
Yeah.
Standby effect.
Yep.
Use the effect. Pay 1. Dish 1. Restand. And this will be for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Back 7. I can live.
Maybe. I only have one hand, so I can only get one more attack. Only.
And what if you trigger a choice? Do you have a choice?
No, they're also there are 4 standbys in there.
Okay, just only 4 standbys.
Yeah, it's only 4 standbys. All the other stuff is out. But let's we are probably gonna get one more, so let's stack this on the top.
You're not gonna get one more if I just die.
Oh, true.
Refresh. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, goodbye.
And goodbye. Alright, keep going.
Oh, keep going. Sure. Alright. Well, I'm now highly expecting you to have climaxes on top.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Wow.
Top check 2.
Wow, you've activated her effect 4 times this game,
And
and it has not moved the climax a single time.
I'll double mill. 1, 2, 3.
Yes!
4.
Yes! 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes!
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
Hello?
1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Alright. Pretty good.
Alright, clock. Okie dokie.
Alright.
Wow, that was sick.
I'm so happy. Okay, sometimes this deck will explode because it's like it plays a very fine line.
Yeah.
But when I get games like this, I just feel really happy because like everything works and like it wasn't like particularly high roll either. Like I feel like
that was pretty normal.
That was pretty normal, right? And like when it gets there, it just gets there.
Yeah.
Like to this day, I play this deck. I don't know how it gets there, and then when it gets there, I'm just like, huh, that was really cool. I think if the Mocha turn, like, because you cancel off the top, and then the Mochas are clean, and then you cancel like the 4 or the 5, right? Like in an alternate universe, like the 2 sticks, I Mocha the climax, and then you actually just die.
Yeah.
Like from like 1 6, like you just die the moment I hit 2, right?
Yeah, it's such an awkward position to be in, knowing that like you can't really rely on your innate deck compression. So it's just like mochaing for 2 is just really lethal.
Yeah.
And I just never felt like I could catch up in damage, even when you were playing like standby rate early game. Like I played a climax literally every single turn. I think. Wait, no, there was like one turn.
There's one turn.
Yeah. But I played a climax my first turn and my second turn, and I was still just behind damage the whole game, and I couldn't really find a way to kind of crawl back into it. Obviously, this deck is like kind of more thematic, so it's like I wasn't playing like 3-2 Yukas or something, and I just didn't have healers, you know. So at 3-2, I was pretty certain of my death, especially considering you have a Mika in that deck. You know, it's like if it was just like regular Mochas and just a huge directs, I feel like with my compression in that deck, it was like 4 and 15 or something. I could have lived, but yeah, Mika just kind of ruins your day.
Yeah.
Mika and Mocha is just like, oh my gosh, my climaxes are not safe anywhere except in the middle. It's like it has to be like a sandwich, like a climax sandwich. A climax is just like all in the middle. You know, this is like lettuce, and then like you gotta have like buns. Like you have like it just, otherwise you just die. So yeah, I died.
Yeah.
I mean, for this deck, I feel like it's pretty cool. I kind of, you just try to find a climax every turn. I feel like some situations I felt like I was on the back foot just because I didn't have a way to grab more climaxes without clocking myself. And that was, I think, a really big part of just the kind of limited plays I had with this deck. It's like, if you have a climax, then everything's chill. But if you don't have a climax, this deck doesn't do anything. And, because it is also just so stock intensive with the finisher, you kind of feel like you sort of need to save stock, but at the same time, if you save stock, then your plays are really bad. Like the one turn I just played 3 chumps and didn't do anything. So you're definitely on a stock crunch a lot of the time. You have to use your resources very, they weigh a lot more than they do with, like, for example, like Chainsaw Man. Like Chainsaw Man, yeah, I could have not had like 4 stock that game, and that still would have been fine. In this game, you definitely feel the pressure. You know, it's like I'm always forced to. I gotta hit 7 stock because if I don't hit 7 stock, I just can't kill him.
Right.
But if I have 7 stock, then my plays are doo-doo water. Because I also just have to like keep the Hyuris on board. You know, I can't push them up or anything.
Yeah. Or you can push them up with like a clean cut and like move it back. But it's like
but it's like I don't have a clean cut target. You know,
hard
when we were playing standby.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think that's probably one of the weaknesses. But I do appreciate the fact that you don't really have to play into like a pure Arius Squad build until you just need the board requirement at level 3. So it makes the early game just a lot more tenable in terms of just playing the best cards in color and in slot until you get to level 3. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that deck is actually a pretty comfortable deck in like a normal game state situation where like if all you're doing is like 0, 1, 2, 3, like a normal, just trying to like negotiate normal Weiss, that deck actually feels really good. Has a lot of mill power, both with any climax available, even without climax. Like you never got to brainstorm, but this is a brainstorm 5 by resting 2 characters. Your heroes in back rows, you rest. So I feel like that deck is actually really comfy when I play it. However, like I do know, like it's one of those things where like since you know the matchup, like you're always like cognizant of like what unfair things my deck can do, and that deck, because it's so basic and like streamlined and comfy, it doesn't actually have the tools to negotiate mirror situations.
It was
like this.
just kind of awkward a lot of times because, like you said, because of the knowledge of the matchup and the potential damage output that you have at level 2. For example, my level 1 combos, instead of just going for an immediate refresh and having like on average a better compression, I opted to go for a straight up better compression on my immediate turn, on Simu's immediate next turn, at the cost of just not having good characters. Like I was just discard 1, top check 2, these are characters, I'll add them, you know? Like every single turn, every single play, I was just like, I just need to not take damage. I need my deck to be as compressed as possible. Which, when you're playing a combo like this, it's just like, when you're playing, you know, the endgame combo, it's like your hand quality is just like really bad.
Yeah, she really wants to be looking at 5 in order to get her hand quality up.
But realistically, it's like the matchup. I don't even know what cards I can even grab to have the matchup be better outside of just like not drawing climax. Because the biggest thing you want is just climaxes.
Right. You mean like in general in Blue Archive, like?
Well, no, for like this deck.
Okay.
Yeah, for this particular deck, I was like, these are cards. I could look more, but there's really nothing that I can really find that would really help my situation. Yeah. All you really care about is just, I need to cancel as much as possible, and I just need to have playables next turn, and then eventually I'll have 7 stock and 2 salaries.
Yeah, I think the one weakness of Blue Archive as a entire set is that there's not a lot of like draw or like costless ways to like dig into your deck. Like some sets have like, you know, like on play draw and ditch one, or like ditch something to draw. Like Blue Archive doesn't really have too much.
So
of
it's
that.
like I'm thinking if it might be like a decent option to actually run like the top check 3 brainstorm, with the idea that like you don't have to just permanently have these in the back row. These are like really big bricks for the most part. And I feel like if you just have like 1 in the back row and just have like a top check 3 brainstorm allow you to just find more climaxes to play, that will just even out your resources and just have the damage parity be easier. And then the final turn, all you really need is just 2 finishers and then just another Hiyori, right? Right. And you can just pop that down there.
Yeah, I mean, like you can also do like this, right? Which is what I usually do.
But again, I think the biggest issue I have
is not getting climaxes.
I need climaxes. Yeah.
There are some other options besides top check 3 brainstorm, but like, yeah, I think I can see top check 3 brainstorm working too.
At least that's the idea. I think normally it probably wouldn't be such a big deal because like 1/2 the climaxes are just gold bars, so you are already fairly likely to just trigger into them. But yeah, it's like I could definitely feel that I was just a foot behind, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
But no, just more food for thought if you guys do want to try to adapt something like this. Solid concepts for sure.
Yeah, as always, these are like baseline builds for you guys to experiment with, and hopefully the gameplay will give you some ideas as to how you would like to customize the decks to your own playstyle. But yeah. I don't really think I have much more to say for this game. So
me neither.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I'm really glad that we got to show off that Wombo combo.
Yeah, for sure. So thanks you guys so much for watching another gameplay video. We got one more in the tank for Blue Archive, and hopefully this will give you guys lots of ideas and inspiration. And I think this set has actually a lot in store. Like, we haven't duplicated climax combos yet, and we're not duplicating climax combos next game either. So there's an ocean of possibilities. Hope you guys have a lot of fun diving into this set. And
well, the imagery, the ocean of possibilities diving into this set. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, this has been Simu, also known as Chairman on the Tressa Collectibles channel, with
Mike, also known as Mike.
Yes, not Tressa. All right, but anyway.
Sort of. People do know me as Tressa, but not by my confession, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
All right.
just attached label.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.
Bye.